Alpha Nerd Entertainment. What is going on, guys? Steve here from Alpha Nerd Entertainment. The real deal, the man with the sex appeal, the emperor of retro. I was born for this life. Is back with another no death run. Today, 1987's Kung Fu Kid on the Master System. Really wicked game. Now, I discovered this game about a year ago when a writer, programmer, YouTuber by the name of Resvergram did a playthrough of this game. Now, he mentioned that he grew up with this game, and well, when I was a kid, I never even knew the Master System existed. I didn't realize the Master System was an actual system until about 2002, 2003. To my surprise, I was like, there was a Sega console before the Genesis? Because I also thought that the name Genesis was kind of like Genesis in the Bible, kind of representing the beginning. Well, it wasn't the beginning of the Genesis. There was, in fact, the Master System, the 8-bit console before that. As I fight the first boss here on the first level, this game is really great. I added this ROM because I remember Resvergram played this game, and he had a lot of good things to say about it, and I made a mental note to remember the game, eventually add it to my Sega Mini, and I did. So when testing the ROM, I got hooked on playing this game. I got my ass kicked on a few bosses, and I had to figure out a couple tricks, if you will, to get through the game. But once I did, I discovered it was a pretty easy playthrough, and I was like, this is a fun game, and I immediately wanted to do the no death run. Again, probably one of my easier no death runs for sure, but definitely one of my funnest. I had a really good time with this game. So let's just waste no time and do the GamePro magazine review for 1987. These sprites are big. They are colorful, and it looks fantastic. I'm going to give, as far as Master System games go, I'm going to give the graphics a 5 out of 5. The sound isn't phenomenal, and it doesn't have that many songs, but they're all very catchy. Like, listen to this one. It's fun. Really fun. I like this boss, by the way, as well. Actually, I like most of the bosses. Some of them are pretty shit. This is a good one. It's like a witch who just kind of flies around. And, but yeah, the graphics are a 5 out of 5. The sound, I'll give a 3.5 out of 5. And the controls are excellent. This game plays very fast, very smooth, and it's very precise. Now, I will suggest some tricks on how to be good at the game. And basically, don't let enemies hug you, get close to you, get inside your hitbox. If they do, they'll do a ton of damage really quick and can almost insta-kill you if they hover onto your body and stay in your hitbox zone quickly. But that doesn't mean the controls aren't good. The controls are fantastic, 5 out of 5. And the fun factor is a 5 out of 5 as well. This game is really good, and it really surprised me. I just had such a great time with it. As the way the enemies kind of swarm in on you, it does kind of remind me of, I think it's called Karate Champ for the NES, or but it reminds me more of Ye Are Kung Fu, the arcade fighting game by Konami, which I had on the Commodore 64. And that probably has to do with the way he moves when jumping and kicking, with the very high jump. But I like that. I enjoy the controls, and I like that it reminds me of Ye Are Kung Fu, which is a game I absolutely loved and adored as a kid. And again, the music's quite catchy and fun. It's not a very long game. A little bit. You'll see I'm starting to collect these things. That's what I call them. Things. They're white, small rectangles, the little black zigzag through the middle. I have no idea what they are, but you can throw them, and they can upgrade and get stronger as you play and do well, to the point where they have a bit of fire power to them as well. I'm saving them for level 5, because level 5 is the real test for the no death run in this game. Level 5 is actually quite challenging. This level's great. The boss of this level is not great. This boss in this level is absolutely terrible. It is a relatively large frog that I quickly discovered if you crouch and do a low kick repeatedly, you can kill him almost instantly. Just make sure he doesn't touch you. Don't let anybody touch you in this game, because they'll rip your life bar down real fast. There he is, and he's done. He is a horrible boss. He's the worst part of the game, actually. I really think that frog is possibly the worst part of this game. This game's great. I love the way the Kung Fu Kid looks as well. Specifically when he jumps and his hair kind of just flies back. And they have like that effect of it like shooting backwards, like the wind's just blowing through his hair. Love the look of this level. Love the wall in the background with the bricks and the blue and the dragons. This is a level that I basically just sort of jump through. Avoid enemies, avoid enemy contact, don't even really engage with them fighting, to simply just get to the boss, because this game you can lose health very quickly. And if you do pour through the level and you take a ton of damage, the boss of this level, which is a cool boss, can take you out really quickly and quite easily. So I'm essentially just getting through. Here we are at the boss now. These two kind of sensei looking kung fu karate guys.
Oh, fuck up.
Pretty even right now. I'm pretty close to death, but I got him. Pretty easy.
Oh, it's close.
But again, though, as easy as it is, it's just as easy to die in this game. Again, really keep your distance from enemies, especially in level 5 now, round 5. This is a tough level, and this one kind of surprised me and annoyed me. Now, I use these things. I have 52 of them, and I've saved them up on purpose. I really don't feel the need to use them in the previous levels, but in this level, they're worth it, big time. These little small things, these green dudes that look like the end boss of Rolling Thunder on the NES are horrible. And oh my god, do not get close to 1 or 2 of them at a time for 2 or 3 seconds. If you get one of these guys hug and grab onto you, you're done, man. You're absolutely toast. And the boss of this level, as easy as he is, he does a lot of damage. So if you get here with low health, you're not going to get out alive on this level. Again, we're not talking about super hard stuff or anything, but tricky and challenging. And even though, again, one of my easiest no-death runs, this level is the real test. And once I got through this level specifically, I pretty much knew it was in the bag. Because, yeah, this level's annoying. Like, really, this level beat me down a couple of times. More than a couple of times before I got the job done. But I had a blast with this game. I really did. Like, I was really kind of taken by this game, and it's one I'm going to revisit again too, just because it's like a great pick up and play. It's short. It's insanely fun. Like, I was really blown away by how much fun I had. Like, the last time I had this much fun with a new game was Pinocchio for the Sega Genesis, which also really surprised me. And if you've never seen my no-death run of that, go check out my no-death run of Pinocchio for the Sega Genesis, because it was just something unique about that game that was just like, wow. After I was done, I was like, I had so much fun. With this one, the exact same thing. Like, I just had a blast. Like, I got game over 2 or 3 times before I finally beat it. And because it doesn't give you many men. You get 3 men to start with, no continues, there's no free men to be found. You can earn a couple of men by doing well, which is a bonus, because there are no continues. But so I got game over 2 or 3 times, and I had fun, and I was enjoying trying to figure out what I was doing wrong at certain points as I fight the boss here at this level. Love that, I don't even know what it is, the dragon in the background on the tiles, just maybe you're like a Chinese bathhouse or something. I don't know what it is, but nice. I think a bathhouse is actually kind of a weird, creepy gay place, but I don't think it's a bathhouse. But okay, so this dude, he sucks. He does a quarter damage. Hey, I got hit twice, over half a health bar.
I do not know how to do that without taking damage.
Brutal. He's easy, but man, this is cool. This is a gauntlet here.
Damn, dude.
There's still one more level after we get through this boss gauntlet, but I was really surprised that this game had a boss gauntlet.
Yeah, if I don't get it this run, I'm just going to rush him, take 1 hit, and then be perfect. I don't know how to avoid the first
I did get it this run. But yeah, if I didn't get it this run, I was just going to walk into that dude, take 1 hit, then I can get him in a rhythm. These bosses suck, and they're easy. But I did find this by accident, I found this weird strategy that just seemed super effective and caused me to take next to no damage. So I just stuck with it. I never tried to find a different way to do it.
Still some
Yeah,
unnecessary
I never bothered
damage.
to find another way to do it because I just, as lazy and dumb as that technique was, it works. I know you're probably looking at this game thinking, you know, this game sucks, but it doesn't. Play it. It's really fun. Really, really fun game. This guy was hard. This guy was the hard thing. It took me a fair bit of time to figure this guy out. And he was what caused me to get game over 3 times. And once I figured him out, he was quite easy, though he does a ton of damage. He, like the first guy with the bat, do a large amount of damage. So, yeah.
Give me some
Yeah, you can
health
gain
back.
a bit of health as you work through this boss gauntlet, but you got to be good because you got to do it all in one go. So, again, the last level and the boss gauntlet is a big part of the challenge in the no death run. This chick's easy. She's just like the first boss, and she's just like the last boss. I just jump and Yi are Kung Fu kicks. That's why it reminds me of Yi are Kung Fu, because in Yi are Kung Fu by Konami, you kind of jump really high and do these crazy kicks. And for her specifically,
I should have about a half a
works
health
really
bar
well.
for the final fight of this.
The next
level.
boss is actually pretty tricky as well, and he also does a bunch of damage.
I know this guy well.
But I took my time in figuring him out, in all honesty. Because even though I beat him quickly once I got to him, when I first was attempting the no death run, he was getting me killed a couple of times. And I was like, oh, I gotta figure this guy out. Once I figure him out, I'll be fine getting the NDR. And I realized that, yes, you can stand here and land a kick, but now I gotta like do this jump to make him jump backwards. If I don't do that jump, he'll keep coming forward, and yeah, he lands big damage.
Nice.
This game's super fun. Like, really. Like, watching it just makes me want to play it again. Like, you know, often there are games where you play them, you beat them, you move on, you don't revisit them. I know this is a game I'll revisit for several reasons. Great graphics, fun music, incredible controls, short, fun pick up and play. This, very much like the third level, I avoid enemies. Get to the boss with a good amount of health. And now that I still have 35 of these things, throw them, use them. Because I ration those, I save them out. I only really need them for one level. And I can make use of them here on the final level as we work our way towards an easy, kind of underwhelming final boss. He does have a fire attack that I avoid by fighting close. If you stay away from him, he will shoot them at you and they do a good amount of damage. But thanks for watching my no death run, guys, at Kung Fu Kid for the Master System.
Yeah, there we go. No death run of Kung Fu Kid. It did only take 4 to 6 tries. The day after beating it for my first time. So yes, it was an easy no death run, but a really, really fun no death run of a really, 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 really fun game. This game surprised me. I had an interest in it when it was kind of recommended to me and introduced by Resvergram about a year ago, and I made a mental note to download it, and it's a lot of fun. It is really, really, really fun. Simple, good old classic gaming fun. There we go. Another little NDR of a fucking sweet game. Kung Fu Kid for the Master System. Check it out. It's awesome.
It is awesome. Check it out, and thanks for watching.